All right, you guys, so today is a really weird day. I got my COVID vaccine, the third one, on Sunday. I went to work on Monday. I felt kind of like crap, but mostly my mind was off of it because I was at work and my mind was busy, and so I wasn't thinking about it. And then I stayed late at work because I had a ton of stuff I needed to get done. This week is crazy. And just like as soon as like the kids left and it was just me and my computer, I was like, wow, like I really don't feel well, but I powered through all this stuff. Then I went home, and then I really didn't feel well. My fever kept rising. I ended up, well, I know my temperature normally is like 98.4 and it was 100.3, so I know that's like pretty low grade and like maybe not even considered a fever, but it was definitely high for me. I had body aches all over. I had a headache. I didn't really feel like eating, which is very weird for me. Anyway, so I just kind of chilled last night, and I ended up deciding that I was going to put in for a sick day today, because if you don't put in early, you are not going to get a sub, and even if you put in early, you still might not get a sub. But then after sleeping a full night, I felt completely fine when I woke up, so I canceled my sub, canceled my absence. I was planning to go to work. However, the secretary just told me I couldn't because I haven't been fever-free for 24 hours. Okay, that's fine. So now I'm going to be living the life today with a sick day when I'm not sick. So I finished my pizza, it was amazing, and read the introduction for this book, 4,000 Weeks by Oliver something, I don't know, because there's a sticker over the beginning of their name, and there's a sticker over their name on this side. However, I think that it's Berkman, because different parts are covered up by the sticker on each side. Anyway, I think I'm really gonna like this book. I think that my idea of work and time and everything has been so deeply questioned by this whole pandemic. And that's kind of what this book starts out saying as well, is that For some people, the pandemic just made time like just go so slowly and yet also so quickly at the same time. And it just like really, I think, threw us for a loop of not really like understanding time in the same way we did before, when our lives had like these rhythms of going to work, coming home, having the weekends, having the evenings, all that sort of stuff. And the title is called 4,000 Weeks because the author is saying basically that if you live to be 80 years old, you will have had 4,000 weeks. And so obviously a lot of people are living like more to like, I would say like 90 would be more average in my opinion, or at least the people I know. But yeah, people tend to live longer for the most part, and so it could be more than 4,000 weeks. But regardless of what your calculation is, you have a limited amount of time. And when you think about the time of the whole world, it's like basically like a millisecond that you're alive, and just all this pressure to always decide what you want to do with your life. Like for me, I am so interested in memoirs and other things that involve people in other careers that I could not have chosen myself. Like for example, Sarah from Your True Self, she's a doctor. I would never have chosen to be a doctor. That's not something that is like was ever on my radar as something I could do. But I find it really interesting to hear about things from her perspective. But there are other careers that I may have chosen and, you know, obviously couldn't because I can't choose all the things I want to do. And so I love hearing from different perspectives of careers that I could have chosen and didn't. But anyway, yeah, there's so many lives that you could live, and you only can live one, the one that you're living. And it also talked a lot about like this pressure to like get married, have kids, and like there's a certain timeline. Like right now I'm 35, I'm feeling that you know, it's kind of to the point where am I deciding not to have kids, you know what I mean? And I don't really think I want them anyway, but that's beside the point. Basically, your time is limited is the point of the introduction. And furthermore, lots of people are really into time management, which was like kind of a vintage term, or productivity, which is the more current term, or he calls it like the hipper term, I think. But yeah, people are trying to figure out ways to live their life in a more efficient way. And I definitely am someone who's super efficient at work and just like really enjoys cutting tasks down into ways where, you know, it's an easier way to do them or whatever. And basically the author, Oliver Berkman or whatever we decided his name was, is saying that the more productive you become, the busier you become. So like this summer, I was super productive, but I was working 5 trillion jobs and had no free time. And I basically missed the entire summer. Like I didn't even notice, you know, what was going on around me just because I was so busy. And the faster you get with doing things, you know, the faster time goes, the more that's expected of you, all sorts of things. So I'm excited to see what else he's going to talk about in this book, but so far I'm really enjoying it. And with that being said about time, I'm going to take a nap. I forgot that I was vlogging, but also not very much happened. I took a nap until 4:45. Then I wrote an IEP. Then I edited for the Teach Better team. I just heated up some dinner and I'm going to take a bath, read, and go to bed. So that's pretty much it. But thanks for following me along on this sick day. I hope you guys had a great day as well, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.